Cedric. Tadic lining one up.
Oh, it's intelligent movement from Tadic. Because Cedric will provide the width, pushing on down the right-hand side because of the shape of the Southampton formation. That means Tadic can move infield. It's far too easy the way he steps away from Shelvey.
To get the better of Lascelles. Tadic! Well, Long on the far side was screaming for it, but Tadic felt he was in the better position to score.
Oh, it's Virgil van Dijk that makes all the difference here, stepping out from the back into midfield. That means they get more attacking players forward. Most importantly, when the opportunity is there to cross it, Redmond does. It's a brilliant...
It's a heavy touch from Forster. He got himself in a spot of bother there against Jose Perez.
Oh, how laboured is this? His first touch is very poor, and there's no real urgency to put his foot through the ball either. He knows the back pass is coming his way, but that is a really poor touch, and then he just seems to take an age to then make contact with it again.
Ritchie with the first-time cross in towards Christian Atsu with a strike, blocked by Yoshida. Hayden on the follow-up! Goal! The travelling Newcastle fans jubilant as Hayden celebrates in front of them, and Newcastle lead.
Well, it's a wonderfully clean strike, but the problem for Fraser Forster is he's moved to his right when the initial shot comes in from Christian Atsu, and he's trying to get back into the centre of his goal, and then when the ball comes back to his right, he simply can't get down quick enough to save it. Well, it has been growing, the threat has been growing from Newcastle. Richie and Atsu changed flanks here. That is vitally important in the goal.
By Long, in by Romeo, Gabbiadini going for it, Lejeune goes with him, got caught in blocking it, puts it behind anyway, and it's a Southampton corner. Good response.
Absolutely, the most important thing here from Lejeune, he stays with his man. Many centre-halves might have stepped up and tried to play Gabbiadini offside, but he stays with his man.
Having established that lead. Van Dijk! Well, he stole the march on the goalkeeper, and he couldn't quite direct it goalwards.
Oh, Rob Elliott is absolutely nowhere near this. Should Virgil van Dijk be nodding this into an empty net? He's up against Lascelles, he gets away.
For Jose Perez, who is up on the shoulder of Yoshida, and he's allowed to run with it. No, it has been brought back in the end. For a moment, it looked as though he'd got away with that.
Oh, there wasn't enough weight on the forward pass from Shelvey, and Yoshida should have dealt with it comfortably. His heels clipped him.
Cleared by Yedlin. Ben Lamina's there.
Southampton with a complete mess of the free kick, but this is Yoshida. This is a brilliant ball.
To do, which will be of some concern. Chance for Tadic! Again, the goalkeeper protected by those in front of him.
That's a really clever ball in from Ryan Bertrand. Rather than just whipping it in aimlessly, he actually gets his head up and picks out Tadic.
Redmond, Long. And again, Long, Gabbiadini couldn't get close enough to it.
That's a lot sharper from Southampton, from Redmond.
Leg that Hosselu stuck out, and it looped onto the bar. Shelvey lifting it back in again, and Forster not too comfortable with that either. Southampton unsettled already at the start of the second half.
Looking incredibly nervous. There's a bit of good fortune here for Perez. Looks like he's gone down a cul-de-sac. Van Dijk loses his bearings. Sometimes the striker, all he can do is just stick out a leg and hope that it...
Wants to do it all on his own. And he has! Goal-scoring crisis over, perhaps. Manolo Gabbiadini comes up with the goods.
Well, Southampton needed an individual really to spark a recovery. And this is just sheer persistence from Gabbiadini. Great movement initially.
Yes. Forced into action, but Perez follows up, and straight away Newcastle strike back to lead again. Just when Southampton thought their woes were over, they are back in difficulty.
Well, the weight of the forward pass here from Matt Ritchie is outstanding. It means that Perez can shoot first time, but Fraser Forster, who's the one person I looked at, what is his reaction when the goal goes in? And you can see that he's so unhappy, he knows it's his fault, but the weight of this pass here from Rich.
Gabbiadini takes a tumble, and the referee feeling he made more of it than there actually was from the contact with Florian Lejeune.
Well, the referee is saying that Gabbiadini has got a hold of his opponent's shirt. It happened a few occasions in the first half.
Out to Lamina. Gabbiadini was offside, flag was late.
Just wasn't quick enough in getting back onside here because Newcastle are in possession. He's made a forward run when his team win the ball back. He's just slightly laboured.
Gabbiadini's on the far side. Buffal linking up with Long, who goes down from the Lejeune. Challenge, it's a penalty! Kevin Friend points to the spot, and Southampton get their chance to strike an equaliser.
Well, it certainly looked like a penalty. He's hardly put a foot wrong, Lejeune. But what on earth he's thinking here, because Shane Long's going absolutely nowhere. Just stay on your feet. He's going away from goal. Don't make any type of challenge. But he does, tries to win the ball.
Manolo Gabbiadini for Southampton. Scores! A big moment for them. And this time they can't let it slip. Lejeune's error in giving away the kick, coming back to bite Newcastle.
Oh, it's a really clumsy challenge. Rafa Benitez will be devastated.